master bowler, Kevin, is gonna instruct people. And yes, we're back. We're shooting again. Archery. All right. So this is Kevin. He's all grown up. How old are you now, Kevin? 10? You can talk. You're the one's gonna be talking. You're not. You turned 10 already.
No.
No.
He's still 9, Daddy.
You're still 9. All right. And you? 13. Oh my God. Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna, since it's been a little while since you shot, we're gonna go start again pretty close. Here's our target with a nice brick wall for support back there for safety. Empty parking lot behind it, so no one can get hurt. And then we're gonna start shooting again. All right, Kevin, you're gonna start right here on top of this little base here. Hold on. This here is the PSC Snake. It's actually a very, very good starter bow. It's like about, well, it used to be $60. Now they're like about, now they're about $39. And they're about, good job. Wow, hold on. You actually shot better than me. Now, Kevin hasn't shot in a long time. And bam, look at that. He's already getting close to the center. I'm going to have to put you back there pretty soon. All right. Now, go ahead now. Try 2 more shots. All right, we have 2 PSC snakes. One actually has finger rests, and the other one doesn't. This one here, there you go.
This one's for masters.
Yeah, if you're a little better at using, you don't need the little rubber. Kevin, you're forgetting. Like that. There you go. Okay, so you see how he's lining up the shot. Take your time. Go ahead, get the other arrow. So Kevin's gonna line up his shot. He's gonna use his left hand for aiming. Now, we don't have sights. We don't have, this is just completely traditional style. He's gonna use his left hand completely straight to position and aim. Boom, see that? Nice hard hit at the bottom. You see what happened when you took your time on the second one?
Yeah.
Awesome, right? All right, go get your arrows. All right, Kevin, take your time, just like before. Aim right. Now, your bow's completely twisted. Straighten up the bow. Straighten up the bow a little bit. There you go. Good job. All right, here you go, Jonathan. Just like, take your time, Jonathan. Awesome. You're doing great. Now we're shooting really, really super close because it's been a while, but obviously you guys have not lost your touch. So we're gonna start shooting from back there. Okay, here you go. Go ahead and show me, get me 2 dead center. Take your time and we'll move back a little bit. And then instead of using a target, we're gonna do some tree stumps. Those are more fun.
Will it break the arrow?
Nah, it's wood. All right, show me what you got, Kevin. All right, Kevin, come on. Get it in the middle. Keep it in the inside of your leg, okay? That way you don't twist the bow so much. There you go. Nice. You see how it's much stronger, much better? All right, go pick up the...
I can show you what I have in
All right.
my stomach.
Come on. Whoa! Awesome. I heard that thing go. Go.
Kevin, that was damage.
What? Don't say that.
It is damage to me.
Come on. All right, show me what you got again. Take your time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. It is time for chicken wings.
2 times in the yellow.
And look, you almost hit the X. Definitely time for chicken wing. All right, high five. High five, Jonathan. You did awesome.
Get it. Told you I made a spot.
We did good. We're gonna eat and we're gonna keep going.
Is that what you're recording?
All right, taking a little halftime break from shooting, enjoying some delicious, awesome chicken wing by Daddy. All right, you guys are hungry? Awesome.
You forgot someone, Daddy. He's down there.
Well, he's not gonna have chicken wings.
All
right,
chicken.
let's eat and go back to shooting. All right, archery after some fine chicken wings and a little break we had today because it was like super hot this morning. Kevin, can you hold the ball for a second? All right, quick recap. Kevin, come here. Come here, please, on this side. Thank you, Kevin. Can you hold the arrow? Quick recap again. Your first time shooting, a good starter bow, PSC snake. Pretty cheap, pretty sturdy, hard to break. All you gotta do is notch it the first time you get it. Make sure you align it in the right spot. Some of them come with an arrow rest, some don't. Normally they have a little plastic arrow rest. I like using this little small arrow rest here. It's pretty cheap, it's like $1.50, but it's pretty neat. You know, you don't need it with the PSC snake. You can actually use it left hand or right hand with the built-in plastic arrow rest, but this one kind of makes it a little more comfortable, a little smoother, so we put it in anyways. So prior to shooting, you know your arrow has a couple of vanes in the back. Make sure that the vane itself is pointing, depending how your notch is set up, make sure that at least one of the vanes are pointing up. In this case, these vanes weren't set up too great because it's not perfect, but what you don't want to happen is when you shoot the arrow, is that the vane hit the rest and kind of makes the arrow do this. See, if the vane is straight, the arrow stays straight. If the vane is sticking out, it's kind of push it out like this. So you kind of want to keep one of the arrows pointed up, one of the vanes pointed up, or depending how your notch is set up. You see my notch here is set up good, not too good, but it's clear enough that it's not gonna hit. So I use my finger to hold the arrow temporarily while I walk around and get ready, always pointing it straight to the ground. Like I said before, make sure that you're kind of pointing sideways to the target. I'm giving it a different angle now so you can see it a little differently. But I tend to try to keep the bow on the inside of my leg, because if I keep it on the outside of my leg, I tend to try to twist the bow too much. And a little twisting is fine, but too much twisting causes it to throw over. And I mean, even though traditional shooting, you do have a slight twist on the bow, I like more the Olympic style where it's straight up. And I feel more comfortable, and you know, everybody has their different patterns, everybody has their different styles. The way I do it, it feels better for me. So I line up my shots. I keep my bow on the inside of my leg. I have index finger at the top, rest of fingers at the bottom. Pull back. And release. Nice and smooth. See, then I use my hand as a point on my face, like I mentioned before. It's very important that you do that, because what you don't want to happen, I should face this so you can see it. What you don't want to happen is that today you shoot and you're doing this, then you're doing this, and then you're doing this. So if you notice, look what's happening to the arrow. That line is being thrown off each time. So it doesn't matter if this is your spot. As long as you shoot that way over and over and over from that spot, eventually you're going to get used to shooting that way. And again, I have my hand bent on purpose just for the length of the arrow to show you, but you're supposed to keep your arm completely straight out, locked. There should be no bent in your elbow at all, because you're not going to be using this hand for any kind of strength. This hand is only for brace and support. So this should be your movement. That's it, period. 90 degree, nice and straight. This on this side, what you need to do is not use your hand to pull the arrow. You're going to use your shoulder to pull the arrow out. So nice and clean. Set up, pull back, straight arm, using your shoulder, holding it back. See? You should, I mean, if holding it properly, you shouldn't even have to use your grip to hold the bow in place. The bow should actually just rest pretty much on the base of your hand right here. And again, if you're doing it right, if you're holding it properly, you should be able to completely open your hands and the bow shouldn't slip and the bow shouldn't fall. That's the easiest way of holding it. Kevin, you ready to do some shooting?
What?
Ready to do some shooting?
Yeah.
All right, come look it up. Bam! Beat my shot.
I already did better.
You did better? Yeah, but that was one time. Well, sorry, twice.
No, 3 times.
3 times. All right, well. Relax. Straight. Deep breath. Low. Boom! In the red zone. In the red. Good. Awesome. Professional bow are you? A little high. A little high. Remember, however you think is perfect, go a little lower. You can never go wrong. All right.
Hello, now watch me hit the tree stump.
The tree stump. Take your time. Take your time. Awesome. A little lower, but take your time. No, let's go further back. Let's take some time. There's something important too that people don't realize is that when it's time to take the arrows out, don't stand. Like if the arrow's in the target, don't stand behind it like you just try to do and pull. What's going to happen is you're going to pull and you're going to stab yourself with the back of the arrow. You always want to stand either to the left or to the right of the arrow, and if it's stuck on a wood target, don't just pull straight out. Kind of turn it clockwise and pull. Never turn counterclockwise because a lot of these tips unscrew and they come off. So you want to kind of turn and twist, make sure there's nobody on this side and then you're not behind the arrow, and that prevents a lot of accidents when somebody stabs themselves. All right, Captain, you ready to go back more? No. You're not comfortable yet? All right, good. Give it another try. Here. Take your time. Take your time. Lower. Lower. Go. You still were too high. You know why I could tell you were aiming too high and too much to the left? First of all, what did you do? Your bow, you had it on this side again instead of this side. That causes it to go that way. Number two, look at me. When you're standing with your hand completely straight, think about your hand like a gun. Pow, 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 pow. Okay? Whatever you're pointing at with your finger is what you're gonna hit. I saw your hand pointing to the left and up. That's why I said lower, lower, you were gonna shoot. If you see that your hand is pointing at the target too much, don't bend like this, because then your arrow's not going straight. Take your whole body and move a little bit. Now you're completely straight right in front of the target. So if you're standing back here, Kevin, look at me. If you're standing back here, obviously you're gonna have to twist a little bit to get that shot, but what's gonna happen? That shot's not gonna be going straight. You're gonna have an angle coming to it. So instead of doing that, put your hand completely straight, walk and step all the way till you're pointing at the target. Then you go ahead and you shoot. You got it? Try it again. Wait, look, you completely to the left again. You're completely off. Right, a little more. Okay, now put the bow inside your leg, not outside your leg. Take your time, nice and low. You can do it. Good job, right in the middle. Now the tip was broken. The tip was broken, but let me show you where you hit it. You hit it dead center in the log. Look at it right there. You see that? You see the difference that made, Kevin?
Yeah,
you see
won. I won.
Of course. Hey, get the arrow.
Ow.
Get the arrow.
If that was that would have been different.
Yeah, that's good. The dead center of the log. But you see the difference? The way you were standing, you had to angle it to try to do it. All you had to do is slowly move your body a little bit, and you got the perfect shot. All right, want to try to do it again now? Without me having to stand over you and tell you what to do?
Yeah.
All right. Remember, line it up. Take your time. There's still a little bit too much to the left. There you go. Careful. Relax. If you see the arrow falls off, reset yourself and do it again. Take your time. Line it up. A little bit to the right. Good job. See? But the thing is you hit the concrete with that tip, so that's not going to stab like the other one. Where's the other arrow at?
Right next to you.
Keep the bow on the inside instead of the outside. Like I showed you. Relax. Turn your body a little bit. Arm straight out. Boom! Good. Now, here's what happens. Let me show you what happens. The further, okay, depending on the strength you have, sometimes this close, how you're aiming is perfect. But as you're going further back and your bow doesn't get stronger, you're gonna have to go a little higher to compensate. Okay, let me explain to you something. When your target is right here and you're shooting, and when you shoot it goes perfect center, perfect center, perfect center. Suddenly you go back, perfect center, perfect center, perfect center, and you go a little more back, perfect center. Then suddenly you go further back and you're off. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm perfect. I've done this every single time. Why can't I hit it perfect? Why is it going lower? Well, every bow has a certain strength. This bow here is 22 pounds. Okay?
It's not that heavy.
No, it doesn't weigh 22 pounds. The pool is 22 pounds. That's what a lot of people don't realize.
It can carry stuff?
No, it doesn't carry stuff, silly. Come over here. Listen, what happens is the weight is actually determined by the draw. The draw means by the time you get it back here, how heavy is it? Okay, so when you're here to here, that's about 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. By the time you get full pull, it's 22 pounds. So the distance between here and here, and the weight that you're pulling is called your draw weight. So now, wait, listen. Now you get to a distance, and no matter how much you're pulling back, it's still twisting a little bit. Okay, it's still bending a little bit. You have to arch. That means the bow is not strong enough. By the time you get back there, and you're really, really far away, and you're having to arch the bow too much, you need a stronger bow. Instead of a 20-pounder, you need maybe a 40-pounder. Now, you're not strong enough for a 40-pounder yet, so you gotta stay closer. You understand? So today we started shooting arrows again. We started doing archery, which is super fun for me and the kids. Hey, put in your sandals, puppy. There might be little rocks on the floor. You're gonna hurt yourself. So I try to cover some of the quick basics again for people who haven't shot in a while, and obviously my kids haven't shot in a while too because of an injury I had. I was getting into heavier and heavier bows, kind of exceeding my draw weight, you know, trying to move too fast, too hard, doing 70-yard shots, and end up getting a pinched nerve in the back of my spine. But I've recovered. It took me a little while to get better. But now we're back. We're going to be doing a lot more archery, having a lot more fun. So I kind of want to cover the quick basics of shooting. You know, the arrow rest itself, the good starter bow for getting going, how to set your arrow properly, how to knock your arrow, and simple techniques about lining up a shot, keeping your arrow straight, making sure that instead of bending the arrow for shooting, just kind of, at first especially, just move your body till you're kind of lined up with the sight itself. Keep your arm at 90 degrees, don't bend, and use your back for the pull and not your hands. If there's any questions on this, or if you guys want to see us do any kind of trick shots or something different, you know, we're gonna get pretty heavy into this again, and we're gonna have a lot more fun, and we're gonna be starting introducing more bows. I might go into some compound bows for them now that they're getting a lot stronger, and getting away from these little lighter traditional bows. As you can see, you know, we're gonna start getting into some bigger ranges and bigger fields, and start having a lot more fun. So, all right. Keep checking us out. Thank you for watching us.